Okay, we now call the Scott County work session to order. First thing on the agenda is Parks and Recreation.
We took care of that just a minute ago.
Okay, so we skip that to the full report. We don't.
And go ahead and go to emergency
I
service.
thought we were going to discuss it. Okay, Emergency Service Committee, Ernest Phillips, Chair.
We get, okay. Emergency management, anybody? Running with that?
She's not here, I don't think. No.
Ambulance service,
I don't have anything.
Okay.
sheriff department, I hope. Other,
Colorado.
Colorado. Yeah. They do that here. Any chance here?
Here.
Eddie Brown,
Here.
Sam Miles, Robin Brown,
Here.
and Rick Burke.
Here.
And those in that shot. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, moving on to Buildings and Grounds Committee. Bill Russ, Chair.
No Building Grounds Committee board, everything for Sheila Bucky,
Here.
Robin Newman,
Here.
Sam Miles, Robin Broom,
Here.
and Rick Barrett.
Here.
Okay, we actually don't have anything other than what was just now presented to me on a resolution on the top of the courthouse. I just now seen that. Who actually brought this to our attention?
I drafted that on behalf of the representatives from the second. Shortly after Mr. Phillips' death, we were approached with honoring him with some names for the service he did for Scott County. I just thought it'd be fitting, since the Historical Society is moving into the upstairs courtroom, that we name the upstairs of the courthouse as an honor, because a lot of the records in that upstairs will have his name on it, because he served the community for 16 years as county judge executive, and then again for 2 years as the circuit court clerk.
Okay, and I totally agree. I tell you what we basically do tonight is that I guess I'll read this resolution and we will refer it to the full court.
And this is only a draft, and we need to confirm all the caveats are correct in this, and that there may be some additions prior to the final vote.
Okay, we do need to read this one as such.
I'll leave that at your discretion, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Okay, let me take a motion just to send this with some final.
Make that motion.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, moving on to the Community Development Committee. Robin Newman, Chair.
Can I hold up just a second? Can I see who made the German?
Robin.
Robin.
Okay, now Community Development Committee. Robin Newman.
Community Development Committee to order. Eric Newport, Rick Rice.
Here.
Sheila Batra. June Jeffers. Paul Strang.
Here.
Mike Slavin. First on the agenda tonight is the monthly update on the litter program.
Okay, I wanted to do the litter pickup that we had in April. I didn't get all that stuff by the meeting last month, at the meeting. We had over 1,000 bags used for the garbage that we collected, and that was the week before and the Saturday. We had over 200 people to participate in the pickup and the cookout. The thank you ad should be in both papers and with Paul at OCB this week. And of course, it'll have thank you to all the sponsors. We had 43 sponsors that helped. It was a big success. Now this month, the past month, we picked up 47 miles of roadway with over 13,000 pounds of trash picked up on the roads. And that's it. Questions?
Thank you.
That's all that's on the agenda, unless someone else on the committee has something.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Motion is second.
Okay, moving on to Intergovernmental Committee. Kenny Chadwell, Chair.
All right, calling the governmental committee to order. David Boulay. Here. Ernest Phillips. Here. Patty Brown.
Here.
Jim Jennings.
Here.
Paul Strunk.
Here.
And Mike Slade. The first thing we'll do tonight is the Scott County Historical Society. That's referring to the lease that everybody should have there in front of them. Just kind of outlining the points about the lease, where the Historical Society will be moving on top of the courthouse, so that's second floor. You can read over that, and what I need now is just ask for a motion to send that to the full commission.
Make a motion to send the full commission.
Have a motion by Blue Day,
Second.
have a second by Ernest Phillips. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion moved forward. I don't have anything else under there. Is there something somebody wants to bring up under intergovernmental committee? If not, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn. A motion by Mike Slade. Second by Blue Day. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you, sir.
Okay, moving on to the budget committee. Max Lehman, Chair.
Patty Brown,
Here.
Paul Strunk,
Here.
Robert McBroom,
Here.
and Sam Wild absent, and I'm here. First on the agenda is recovery court contract. I'll refer to that.
It's like the contract that they do every year for the recovery court. Becky Harper and them, they do it in the drug court.
Yes.
100% funded down.
Yes, we just need to approve it for the mayor to sign, send back.
70,000. That what it is every year? Mayor, motion, we send this to the full court.
Motion.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Next on the agenda is the juvenile detention center contract.
Same thing, except it's for the juveniles. There's not a total on that because they never know how many kids are gonna go, be there through the year.
Right. So it looks like it's $132.38
Per
per
child.
child per day reimbursement.
Mhm.
Any questions on that?
The waiving free teachers remain the same.
It remains the same.
Been that since, yeah, I've been here.
Motion.
Motion, do I hear a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Opposed? 3, addiction recovery program.
I don't think we have a copy of it. If I knew that, I'd brought it. It is a 20,000 federal, no contributions from the state. What it helps is that drug court, they go out and do, speaking with the recovering people, and this $20,000 helps reimburse the court the cost in it.
Mayor, motion to include that.
Motion.
Motion, do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Number 4 is the airport obstruction survey. Thank you, here.
We're wanting to do an obstruction identification and removal. And that's going to cost somewhere in the neighborhood of $24,000 to $25,000. And after we get that done, we have to get the FAA to do a flight check. And it used to be free, but now they charge around $6,000 to $7,000 to do it. So total would be around $30,000. That's on the high end. And the matching on that would be $1,500. I've talked to Ginger and she said we had it in our budget this year, so we're just going to take it out of our budget this year to do the matching money.
What do you consider executor, what do you think?
Trees? Yeah.
Yes, he
Yeah.
said it, that's why I told him he needed to be in here. And so, and when this budget minutes here, you're seeing that grant money there, that is coming, I pulled it from one of their line items.
Okay. Yeah, question, you have a question? Rick?
Yeah, what do we ever do on the hangar out there? Do we ever move on the hangar out there?
We are going to present that at next Monday's meeting, whichever meeting that is.
Okay.
We're going to put it out for bid, I got Ginger the specs on it, and we're going to present it next Monday, because she said anything that is to be taken off the books, we have to bring it from the commission or the committee or whatever, so. Well, we got the specs drawn up and everything for that, so.
Is this for just the glide path for landing and takeoff, or the instruction, is that for everything?
Obstructions, trees, is the landing and takeoff, yeah. Yeah, we're good on one end. I think there's one tree on one end, the other end, 5 with TV power lines are. We got a lot of trees and stuff we need to identify and take them down.
Are those on the airport property, or are they?
Some of them are and some of them aren't, yeah.
You think this is going to be an issue every year until those trees are removed, or do you know?
If you cut the big trees and you cut the trees around them, you've not got an issue for several years. But most people, what they do, they go and cut the tree that's in the object, in the construction zone. Well, you cut the big tree, then the little trees will start growing up. So in a couple of years, you've got those to deal with. So we're going to try to cut everything we possibly can so we can resolve this for quite some time.
They identified the trees that are in issue?
That's why we're doing this obstruction survey identification. They do a 3D mapping, so they tell you exactly which trees in the obstruction zone.
Good.
Yeah, it's not a guesswork, because you go out there and you could cut 50 trees and maybe get 20 of them right, and the rest of them, you still.
Any other questions?
Motion.
No motion, do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? All right, thank you, Nate. All right, amendments, Ginger?
The first one is from County 101. A lot of it is cleanup, but if you guys will come down to the 1, 2, 3rd section, it is county buildings there. And if you'll see, I've got the park here for $3,427.73. Then I've got the reserve for Yancy, $5,575.27, total of $9,003. I'm going to let Mr. Rick Russ discuss that with you.
Okay. What basically done is we've had money in Parks and Recreation on the memorial that we're doing out at the park. We had in our account $5,500 and so on dollars, can't remember exactly. We fell like $3,300 short. I don't have to pay the front end. $3,400 short on that. So we're at the end of our budget year at the present time. So we've asked to move $3,400 over into that to complete and finish this project right here and have it done. So hopefully within the next month or two.
And if this is not completed by June 30th, this will go into committed fund balance. And then the next item, I want you guys to look at it. We have a lot of grants in here. Is go to the 3rd page here on the jail. See the medical there, very first line item. They're over budget by $75,000. As you can see, I've seen bill to the state. I could get $32,574. I took some of their other line items, but I'm short $26,426 will have to come from reserves. So, I want you guys to see that.
You say reserve, you mean fund balance?
Fund balance, Now, at the end of the year, we could have more revenue and then more expenditures, then the money will go back into the fund balance. But right now, I don't want this line item to be over budget, and we went over it, and I need to get money into it. So right now, in the jail, I can see line items I can take that they have not used, but they're still up short. That's why I'm going to the fund balance here. In the end, we could actually, it would go back into reserves if we have more revenue. But I want to point this out. We do have a medical issue out there with our inmates.
How comfortable are you with getting the 32.5? You think that'll?
Yes, because when we do it, we look to make sure the $1,000 deductible is already taken care of, and we put that in when we send it to them. So what was left was $32,574, and I'm pretty confident they will send that on to us.
I'll ask a real crazy question here.
Mm-hmm.
How does that happen that you go $75,000 in the hole?
They
I mean,
are,
we're just
yeah.
spend knowing that we're going over.
Well, when
that,
an
or-
inmate is going, you know, they do not get purchase orders for this, and they're transporting them to hospitals, and then next thing we know, we've got hospital bills sitting in here.
Should we get a purchase order? Can they get, can we
You
require?
can't, not time-wise, you can't do that as far as that goes.
But usually it's an emergency when they're moving out.
You never know what the inmates are going to require.
Sure.
You really don't.
You give an inmate that has a heart attack inside the jail.
Well, and I want our inmates to be taken care of. I mean, I'm not saying that, I'm just saying though, you know, I dare say we can't go $75,000 over budget every single year and have to take from the fund balance. I mean, I don't want to see this be a repetitive action where that number continues to go up. I mean, I think at some point we've got to look at that.
And that's my point, bringing it to your attention, because, you know, when the inmates go, we've got to take care of it. You know, and I negotiate with, all the hospitals, and we usually pay 50 or 60% of the bill, you know, because it could be twice the size. But still, when those inmates come in, and I look to see if it's a state inmate or a county, and a lot of them here lately have been county, because you can see 75 to 32, so you know, big hunk of that right there, they're county inmates.
I want everybody to understand, when it comes to county inmates, it's basically whatever you arrest, you never know what you're going to get. Now, when it comes to state inmates, eventually you will get reimbursement. But if it remains county inmates, once they're taken into the jail, you never know what's going to happen. And once they're housed in the county justice center, you're responsible.
Right. And I don't want them to not be taken care of, that's not what I'm saying, I'm just saying though,
There's a few ways that we need to look at on cutting that expense down. That's, you know, we've got a large, budget for medical in there now, and that seems to be increasing every year. But the few things that we need to probably talk about somewhere down the road, probably pretty soon, is how to cut those costs, because the way we're doing things, and I don't know that we can't. But one thing we've got to look at somewhere down the road, and everybody needs to keep this in your mind, is that we need a scanner to basically x-ray these people that are coming in, carrying in stuff with them. By doing that, you combat a lot of drugs in jail. Also, you can decrease a lot of medical costs. You know, we're $75,000 over. A basic scanner right now is $8,000 to $10,000. Now, a great scanner that actually scans the whole body is over $100,000. I don't know if there's any grants out there or not, but keep in mind that if we fly a patient out that's having a heart attack out of jail, then it's $30,000 right then. I think that's happened once in the past year. Is that right, Ginger? Are we paying a bill right now on that?
No, they were released before they flew out.
Oh, that was, okay. Okay. That situation is going to occur, it's going, and so, but we've got to look down the road to put the scanner when they bring the prisoners in, scan before we put them inside the jail cell. With a lot of contraband being carried in, and some very unusual places. So, just keep that in mind down the road. We do need to work on the medical costs of thing.
Recycling, looks like we're just, shifting their line items. The ambulance, they're setting up, they had some overtime, and then we had a bonus and increasing the refunds. Road department, the biggest thing is their fuel tax has increased, so we brought that in, and they just started that big state aid program over there, Smoky Creek. So that's the big items on there. 171 is still that the airport out here, the right of way, which we have in fund balance, restricted fund balance for it. Then we go to the federal, and it looks like in the school system, they're just reclassing their items. And then, of course, you got Carl Perkins within the federal school, same thing. Then in their special ed, they're just reclassing items. Their food service, reclassing items. And then the big general purpose, 141, they have made some additional changes. And before you go on to that, I want to have to request, we have a special call budget meeting before our county commission because the state of Tennessee gave the school additional $32,000 in our preschool program. We just gave it to them 2 weeks ago. Our school board is just approving it this week. So we're going to have to approve it the 18th. If everybody, budget committee will be here at 5:30. So that 18th, right before county commission.
Okay, yeah, I'm back. Okay.
June 18th, budget committee, 5:30. All right, so do I hear a motion to approve this budget amendments and send them on to the full commission?
My motion.
Motion, do I hear a second?
Second.
All right, have a motion and a second, any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Other, anybody have anything before the budget? I guess I could, you want to bring us up to date where we are, if you do, or? Okay. So the budget committee's met several times, we're still waiting on the final numbers. I think we're finished as far as what we have to do in the budget. More than likely not going to be a tax increase, we think. So, but we won't all be able to say that for sure until Ginger hears from us.
Equalization board, and we still have to wait until the school board approves those.
So there's still some things that need to fall into place, but so far the budget's looking okay. As far as tax rate wise, anybody have any questions on that? Nothing else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
All in favor, say aye. So before I turn the floor back over, I think it would be it's okay with the commission, county commission, and it would be appropriate that we honor 2 or 3 of our elected officials that chose to not seek re-election this year. One of those is road superintendent, Dick Sexton, and Busy Rector, Register of Deeds, and Pat Phillips, our county court clerk. And I think it would be appropriate if we honor each one of those special, give them a month, maybe June we do one, July we do another, and August we do one. Make a resolution, have the families come in. Maybe somebody else wants to elaborate a little bit more or something, but I think that'd be good for them. They put a lot of years service in for this county. I think that's something.
It would be great, and I think they did be honored. If they have been with county services a long, long time.
I don't know if you have a preference, you have an order or any way we need to do it, or?
I have spoken with all 3. I think if it's okay with the body, we'll honor Dick Sexton at this meeting, probably Benji Rector at the July meeting, and Pat Phillips at the August meeting.
What about our food commissioners?
No, we're happy to have been here the past 4 years.
I'm sorry?
I said, no, thank you. We're happy to have been here the past 4 years and have served.
I think let's get these 3, and then we'll talk a little bit more about that. And they've all been here several years. Yeah, we have to, whatever y'all want to do. I just
Maybe you have
think
to pay something for the family or something.
What we would do is invite the family to be here. Of course, we'd have a resolution, or we'd director, auditor services, and then whatever else you want to do.
All right, somebody speak up, Kate. You gotta have a leader. You gotta have somebody stand up and say, I'm gonna do it.
What you need done?
Well, and get them all in here and decide what we're gonna have, what sandwiches and
Oh,
things like that afterwards and.
I will do it, but I'm not going back in the hospital.
If you don't have some kind of food, Dick ain't gonna show up.
Well, I'll volunteer.
I've already talked to his wife.
Okay, you show up.
I'll do it.